What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're going to be taking a look at XRP and its recent price action, along with some talk about news and fundamentals, and with the price prediction for the short and the long term as well. Before we begin, we'd just like to say thank you so much to everyone for their continued support, the likes and subscribers, Patreon and YouTube members, and all your amazing comments and sharing. We appreciate you all so much at the channel, and we've been growing incredibly fast recently, so thank you to all of you. Our community has been growing amazingly well recently. It's all down to you guys, so thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and turn on bell notifications as well. We're posting 4 videos per day, so come back every day for daily updates and analysis. In any instance, you can sign up to our free Telegram via the description. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. So as you can see, XRP recently has been falling in terms of its price, along with in line with the wider market. As we can see from this local high, we have fell now around 55%. From the local high here at around $2, we're down around 60% now. But it does seem as though the downwards price action for XRP seems to be lessening. Obviously, as we can see with the wider market, we have quite clearly seen huge sell-offs recently. But Bitcoin does seem to be ranging now between the 35 and 40k mark. It does seem as though the price action is trending downwards, but for the time being, Bitcoin seems as though it's just ranging inside of those 2 points. It did dip down to around 42.5, we believe. 44.5, sorry. But it did bounce back quite strongly. And XRP is basically, like most of the market, being led by Bitcoin currently. We can see the price action here is actually coming down, and it's really close to testing these previous swing highs, as we can see here. And this is something that actually hasn't happened yet. It seems as though we're really close now to basically touching this swing high from the previous here. As we can see, this would be very good. We basically need to touch this in order for it to have a proper continuation, basically, is what we're saying here. And it seems very likely to us that we're probably going to get this in the next few days, considering how the price action has been trending downwards inside this channel, as we can see here. If you take a look at what we've been seeing here, we actually have had this historical resistance that did actually get flipped into support. But then obviously with the market-wide correction, we've actually come back down inside of this channel that we can see here. And then since then, we've actually been bouncing off of this resistance here. As we can see, the price action has been fairly down for XRP recently. And this is something that it doesn't seem very unlikely to us, considering the wider market correction that has been happening. But we do think that a bounce for XRP is very likely soon. And as we can see, once we bounce off these levels here at around 75 cents, we do think that there is going to be quite a strong bounce for XRP there. Basically, we haven't retested these swing highs ever since this massive parabolic move that we did see. And there's nothing out of the ordinary here from what we can tell. It seems very likely that we just got too overheated. In terms of price action, we just needed to come back down, retest these previous levels of support, as we can see here. And then we'll most likely be seeing a bounce for XRP. As we can see, we have outlined here a trend line, which does seem to be fairly strong. It's got a lot of touching points here, as we can see. It does seem as though we might be forming a wider bull flag, as we can see here. Previously, we did have a bull flag that looked something like this, but obviously we got that fake out breakout. And then we also then went to the downside because of the sheer amount of selling in the market. But it does seem as though there is a big demand for XRP, and there will be huge amount of buy orders in this region of around 75 cents. And if we wick down past that, which could be possible as well, we are looking at around this 70 cent and 65 cent range as well, to have some buy orders here as well. So we do think, considering the SEC lawsuit that's currently continuing, there is a big amount of XRP, big demand for XRP, we should say, in the market. And we do strongly think that XRP is going to bounce very soon, along with the rest of the market. As you can see, these downwards price actions here, they do look quite overextended. But this is nothing out of the ordinary for crypto. And obviously, if we zoom out, we can quite clearly see that XRP is still doing very well, despite what we might think of the short-term price action. It seems as though the markets right now are very frothy and potentially manipulated when you look at the sheer amount of volume that seems to happen on the downside. For example, yesterday, again, we saw another massive sell-off for Bitcoin, where basically around 200 or 300, maybe even 500 million was basically dumped onto the market in Bitcoin in the space of like essentially 30 seconds. And then the whole price just went down massively. But since then it's recovered and the volume is extremely low, which tends to suggest that there's someone out there who is trying to liquidate people, basically trying to go long. And obviously what happens is when people get liquidated from their positions get sold back to the market at whatever price that is, and it causes a cascade of liquidations in the market, which obviously has this knock-on effect. But then the very, very low volume that we see afterwards tends to suggest to us that basically no one is actually selling right now. It's just people who are using derivatives to go long and short that are getting liquidated. So we would advise everyone to be careful at this current time. Obviously, there is a huge amount of volatility currently, and we would basically just want to advise everyone, not financial advice, of course. We would just want to say, be careful out there because there's lots of volatility. Most people make most of their money in cryptocurrency by buying and holding. Don't over leverage yourself when things are so volatile. Basically, look out for yourself because the market is looking to take your crypto off you, so make sure you don't give it to them, at least without a fair fight. So we don't think anything's out of the ordinary for XRP here. We are seeing it come back down. It's probably going to retest this swing high and this swing high that we've seen here. Once these are fully tested, we do think that a strong bounce for XRP is probably on the cards. As we can see, the downwards price actions does seem to be minimizing. We are starting to see a lot of resistance here. We would like to see XRP come back up and maybe get back up above this 20 EMA here, as you can see. Basically, we're still trending inside this channel. So the first thing we need to see is getting above this 20 EMA, because as we can see, pretty much since the whole time since this correction, we've actually been not even managing to reach the EMA. We've been inside of this channel. So on the 4 hour at least, we would like to see XRP come back up, get above this EMA, this 20 EMA here. And then obviously we need to fight the 50 EMA and the channel here as well. But I think once we get that, there will be a big tick from us that we're probably going to see XRP breaking out and basically coming to the top of the channel where this channel was formed, because that's what usually happens, which would be 175. Obviously, this doesn't seem very likely to be envisioned now, but we do think that the downwards price action in the market is minimizing, because it just doesn't seem likely to us at all, considering the huge demand for XRP and other cryptos, that the bull market is over. Because it just doesn't seem, this basically just never happens. The market is in a state of extreme fear right now, and the markets very, very usually always end with extreme greed. So euphoria is usually when we see blow off tops in the market and then a bear market is triggered. But currently this stage of extreme fear that we're in, a bear market has never been triggered basically via this. So we would advise everyone not to panic. Basically, if you're feeling a bit strange about cryptos right now, just zoom out, take a look at what's going on. We do think that there is a large amount of buying pressure for XRP at 75 cents, and there will be even more buying pressure anywhere below this at around 65 to 60 cents here. There is a huge amount of structure and support in these levels, and it would be very, very concerning if XRP did drop to around 60 cents or below, because we do think that there's a huge amount of demand for XRP. So we would like to stress that we don't think the bull market is over. We think XRP is going to do very, very well in the future, especially when the SEC case is resolved, whether it's settled or Ripple get a slap on the wrist. We do think that things are going to be very, very bullish for XRP in the long term. So try not to get too caught up in the short-term minutiae of the market. Obviously, these things happen. Just as quickly as things can go up, things can also go down. So just remember that things in the long term are still extremely bullish for cryptos. They are most likely going to change the world for the better. So it's very, very important to remember. Don't get sucked into these short-term capitulations in the market, because most likely things will bounce back in the long term. So that's our update for XRP today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comment section below. Also, make sure to hit the like button, as it helps the channel out so much. So if you're a fan of the channel, please hit the like button now. Currently, only 10% of our viewers are subbed, and we'd love to see our community grow more. So if you're a fan of the channel, please hit the big red subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're going to be offering a host of additional benefits, including coin calls, and the higher tiers gain one-to-one access to us personally, as well as a look at our personal portfolio, our daily research of cryptos with massive potential, and not to mention a 100x portfolio that we're currently constructing. So please take advantage of that there. Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by signing up and then depositing $100 using our link in the description below. You can quite literally deposit the $100, get your 2 free stocks, and then withdraw the money, so there's no reason not to do that, and they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each. But don't forget to actually deposit as well after signing up. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.